DC could be a candidate as a head coach because there's about 6,229 group of 6 jobs open. Maybe he gets in the mix for one of those.
There's an SEC job still open.
Yeah, there is because Jeff from the Burroughs guy ran aground. But again, we'll see. But it was a little bit surprising, but not too much because I think with the quarterbacks, Ashton Daniels, who has another year now to return, and then with Deuce Knight and what we saw out of him against Mercer, they probably decided they wanted to pivot and have a quarterback driven guy and an offensive guy come in and try to bring some juice to this offense. I know that it improved once they got rid of Reverend Freeze. But still, I mean, it's one of those things where I think they feel like they have defensive personnel and they'd love to keep a guy like Durkin who's rebuilt the defense in his 2+ years, but they want somebody to jumpstart the offense. Certainly, Alex Golish did a nice job teaming up with Josh Heupel, and then did a good job in his 3 years at USF. So I think they're hoping that translates to Auburn. It's interesting. Golish never called any plays under Heupel at Tennessee. He was the offensive coordinator, but he wasn't the play caller. So it's going to be a really interesting situation to see, what he can do at Auburn and what he did at USF. And he did some really good things. I mean, this year, I didn't think, that they were a great football team, but they certainly upset Florida. They didn't finish all that well, but, again, it's neither here nor there.
Considering where they were when he took over.
Yeah, I mean,
where he got them when he left.
He did a good job there, and certainly they've decided to fully fund the program with a $20.5 million revenue share. So it's going to be attractive to the next candidate. He certainly left it better than he found it.
Yes,
and so again, with his offensive acumen and what Heupel's been able to do at Tennessee. Even though it was the most glorious thing of the weekend, watching Diego Pavia and Vanderbilt blow them out of their own stadium. So they finished 8-4 and mediocre. But again, and the second best team by far in their own state. Again, like I said, it's an interesting hire for Auburn. We'll see if it works out. This will be Golish's first Power 4 job as far as a head coach. He certainly did a good job at USF. And a lot of people think he's very talented. So we'll see how it ends up working out on the Plains and if he can, keep DJ Durkin.
One thing to note about the transfer portal window for Auburn, because Auburn hired this hire before the January 2nd portal opens, there's no additional window for the portal guys for Auburn. So Golish will have a full month to recruit this roster that he has now. And so if DJ Durkin does stay, it might be easier for them to keep the guys on defense from transferring because they liked Durkin so much. So that is one note there as far as Auburn goes. The other big crazy announcement, I shouldn't say crazy, but the circus is over for now. And that is Lane Kiffin does make it official, heads to LSU to be the next Tigers head coach. And then moments after that is done, Ole Miss announced that Pete Golding will be the permanent, not interim head coach. Pete Golding will be the permanent head coach for the Ole Miss Rebels.
Yeah, and I think that's what Keith Carter always planned. There was some thought that maybe they would pivot to John Summerall, or maybe they would or Alex Golish, their names came up, as potential candidates. But I think Keith Carter had already taken a lay of the land and kind of where